And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Got a great one lined up. We certainly do. Canton coin versus XDC. What is it, Crypto Hulk? We got an open show today. We're going to have a lot of haters. So moderators, make sure you're right on that. And feel free to kick people off the channel or do whatever you got to. If they're saying anything anywhere remotely fucked up, just get them out. Hide them from the channel. Do whatever you got to do. Welcome back. It's a great day in crypto. I'm telling you what, I love it. I'm calling these $500 people. I've probably called 7 of them earlier. Right around there, busting them out. They're coming up with very unique ways to pay for brand new crypto. I'm telling you, I am talking to them and they are making it happen. Congratulations, brand new members. Let's start off with, my name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. I don't know a fucking thing. What I do know, I know one thing, and that's how to get high. Every fucking day, I'm high 24/7. Heroin, cocaine, PCP, LSD, opium, you name it. I'm drinking it, snorting it, ketamine, injecting it, whatever. So many drugs for the past 6 years, nonstop, okay? So that's how you're getting all your information from. Also, any kind of technical information comes from Chucky. He's the weekend manager. Here's the weekend manager of the show.
It's showtime. I'll be back. I always come back.
Nice. Me and Chucky, probably 5 days a week, we just like straight up shoot fentanyl into our system all day. That's what we do. Okay. Let's get into the article here. Actually, it's not an article. I have a deep dive. Some very misguided dumb shit leaves a comment like, wow, this is how fucking stupid people are. I'm not going to mention names because look, when you leave a comment or say something to Crypto Hulk, it's better off if you don't do that because you're going to look fucking stupid at the end. You see, what I'm trying to do is help you. I'm trying to help you that people won't know that you're a fucking moron. So somebody's like, Canton coin only can scale to 7 transactions per second, and XDC does 2,000. I'm just like, well, you know what? Go back to sucking dicks because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? Look, if you were so smart, you'd have your own channel, okay? But you don't because you're a fucking moron. So you leave dumbass comments on my channel. I won't mention your name because I'm trying to help you not to look like a complete fucking cocksucker. So let's talk about what the facts are. Let the facts speak for themselves. Canton coin versus XDC, Crypto Hulk exclusive, unapologetically telling you to go fuck yourself. And if you're a hater, to get off my show. That's a special message. That is a heartfelt special message for all the dumb shits out there on X who think they're all that smart because they're really fucking stupid, okay? Canton Network achieves unlimited, listen up, dumb shit, who left the comment, Canton coin only goes to 7. I think I'm going to go back and suck some dick with my boyfriend, my 3 boyfriends. Canton, here, this is according to Grok. Here's what you type in. If you want to find out just what I did, you type in explain how Canton Network achieves unlimited scalable TPS. That's transactions per second. Type into Grok, then you build. If you're at home watching this and snorting 5 pounds of cocaine like I just did, you type in explain how Canton Network achieves unlimited scalable capital TPS. And then here's what you get right here from Grok, okay? Not my opinion. So for all the XDC people who are going to get butt hurt, you should have had your Astral Glide before your boyfriend plowed you in your ass. Canton Network achieves unlimited, dumbass, scalable transactions per second. Unlimited, scalable TPS, dumbass, through a privacy-first, horizontally scalable architecture that eliminates the global bottlenecks, dumbass, found in traditional monolithic blockchains. It is explicitly designed as the network of networks. Canton Network, using the Canton coin and the RIZE token, RIZE. The RIZE token for real estate is considered, Canton is considered by Grok the network of networks. Oh, looks like your little dumb shit comment makes you look like you eat guys packed fudge. The network of networks with no theoretical upper bound on transactions per second. There is no limit what the Canton coin can do. Okay, dumbass is saying it only does 7. Wow, go back and eat dicks, dude. You're so fucking stupid. I wish I should have saved that message so I could read off cocksucker's name. Look, when you say dumb shit on my channel, your ass gets clowned and everybody sees you for the dumb shit that you really are. That's why you leave dumb comments, because you have nothing going for you. No girlfriend, no boyfriend, nothing at all. Nobody's dumb enough to be with you. The protocol can scale. Canton Network can scale to any required speed by adding infrastructure. Oh, looks like your little fucking comment made you look like a cocksucker. Unlike Ethereum or Solana, where every node eventually processes or validates the entire network state, creating a single global ledger bottleneck. It'll never be Ethereum and it'll never be Solana, okay? I'm just letting you know in advance. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2026, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. It'll never be Solana or Ethereum because they have single global ledger bottlenecks. There you go. What crypto will it be, Crypto Hulk? It'll be the Canton Network. Why? Because Canton partitions work and distributes it so that throughput grows linearly with the number of participants, domains, and nodes. It is more advanced than Ethereum or Solana, and that's why I'm buying the fuck out of this shit, okay? Alrighty then. The core building blocks of the architecture. It has participant nodes run by institutions, apps, or users. Each node only stores, executes, and validates. Here's the difference. Each node on Canton only stores, executes, and validates the sub-transactions and the ledger slices relevant to the parties. There is what's called a need-to-know principle with Canton. Data, so they're not doing all this information. They're only doing a small portion what they need to do. That's one of the reasons Canton's the best, okay? Data is end-to-end encrypted and shared only with authorized stakeholders via what? The DAML, DAML smart contracts. There you go. And it's not the Ethereum smart contracts. Just letting you know. This dramatically reduces per node workload and enables massive parallelism. No node ever sees or processes the full network state. Ta-da! That's why it's the best, okay? Let's continue. This is all from Grok. It's not my opinion, hater dumbasses. Just because you pick a fucked up coin, that's your fucking problem. If you'd watch Crypto Hawk Show, you wouldn't have to be a little bitch about it. I don't allow bitches on this show. And that includes guys that are, what do they call it? These femboys or whatever the fucking shit is, feminine males. Synchronization domains. It's called sync domains / synchronizers. These are independent communication hubs. Their participant nodes connect to one or more domains. Each domain handles a sequencer, a mediator, and a topology manager. There's something called a global synchronizer. It's a special, public, decentralized sync domain run by super validators, provides network-wide interoperability and atomic cross-domain transactions without bridges. Oh, shit. This means there's no Axelar? No wormhole either. They've got it all figured out, everybody. It's even more advanced. It's more advanced than wormhole and Axelar. Oh, shit. Now, why is this better than, let's say, Ondo? Because Ondo, okay, BlackRock's Biddle, they're using Ondo and Axelar. This one, you don't need Ondo and Axelar. Right here. There's no bridges at all. What's Axelar? A bridge. Oh, shit. It's more advanced. So, haters, go back to sucking dick, all right? Now, how transactions are processed. Parallel by design. A transaction, a DAML, D-A-M-L contract action is decomposed into sub-transactions based on who needs to see what. Only the involved participant nodes validate their portion locally. That is a proof of stakeholder consensus, is how this is different. The relevant sync domain provide ordering and commit coordination. Non-overlapping workflows execute completely in parallel across different domains or even within the same domain if they don't share the same state. Results, independent workflows do not compete for resources. Throughput is proportional to the number of parallel workflow, not the speed of any single node, or global sequencer. That's why this is better. It's not how fast something is. Contracts themselves are partitioned. Each contract lives on specific synchronizer and is referenced by an ID. It's similar to the UTXO model. There is no global state trie that creates right contention. Let's look through right here. Let me get out of some of the technical stuff. Okay, right here talks about horizontal scaling equals unlimited capacity. This is why Canton is the best. It has horizontal scaling, and that equals unlimited capacity, not 7 transactions per second, dumbass. Okay, let's keep going. Let me speed through. New nodes on the Canton network bring their own compute and only increase capacity for their workloads. Each new domain on the Canton network adds another parallel processing lane. Now, a single domain can handle thousands of transactions per second. What is that again? Let me repeat this for the dumb guy that says dumb shit about Canton. A single domain. So each new domain on the Canton network adds another parallel processing lane, and each domain can handle thousands of transactions per second. So if Canton has 900 domains, each of those can handle, let's say, 3,000 per second, 3,000. What is 900 times 3,000? It's endless. The transactions per second, Mr. Dumbass that leaves stupid fucking comments, that doesn't know a fucking thing, that really should shut up because it makes you really look fucking stupid. is that there is an unlimited amount of transactions per second on Canton. It's not 7, you fucking tard. The Canton protocol has no upper bound limit on how many transactions per second it can process. It can be scaled to achieve any transaction processing speed, dumbass. Now let's read this again because I realize dumbass is slow out there. The Canton protocol has no upper bound limit on how many transactions per second it can process. Also, it can be scaled to achieve any transaction processing speed. Done. Fucking done. It's the best one, okay? Let's looky right here. Real world performance. So let's talk right now. Right now, it's barely, nothing's happening in crypto, okay? We all know this. Real world performance. A single domain, which is a participant node, can handle thousands of transactions demonstrated in benchmarks. They've already demonstrated this. One node on the Canton network could do 3,000 transactions per second. That's just one node, okay? The network right now handles 600,000 transactions per day, $350 billion a day right now. And this Canton network has not even taken off. We don't have crypto laws. There ain't a fucking thing happening on this platform right now. There ain't nothing happening. 600,000 transactions a day. That's pretty fucking fast, okay? Total capacity grows as the network nodes. It went from 200 nodes. Now it has 600 nodes. Let me do some math. Here. I'm not a math expert. I'm going to do the math. We know that one node can handle 3,000 transactions per second. So let's say 600 for now. Right now, there's just 600 times 3,000. That gives you about 2 million transactions per second. As of right now, the Canton network is capable of 2 million transactions per second, not 7, dumbass. Okay, let's keep going. Some people just should really shut the fuck up because I'm telling you, man. Like, is this hard? Dumb shit could have looked this shit up, but no, he's just typing on his keyboard warrior watching dingleberry porn or whatever he's fucking watching with these fucking midgets and shit. Like pygmy midgets. Now, I asked Grok a question. Well, let me explain what we got going on here. The 7 transaction per second figure and the no theoretical upper limit claim are both accurate. They just refer to 2 different things. Current observed usage on the live public network versus the protocol's architectural capacity. So what we have is a public network, and then we have what can it really do? It's kind of like if you got a Lamborghini and you know that son of a bitch can do like 190 miles an hour. If you're driving it at 65, it's not capable of 65. It's capable of 190 miles an hour. Some people don't understand that fucking shit, but it's okay. That's why Crypto Hulk's here to clown dumb people. The 7 transaction per second number comes directly from the official Canton State of the Network report covering data through October 2025. So that's from when it first started up to October 25. We're like almost a year past that. Peak transaction per second has reached approximately 7 transactions per second, with sustained growth trajectories suggesting continued capacity. Daily transaction volume has surged over 600,000 transactions per day. This is real-world observed peak throughout the public Canton network, specifically the shared global synchronizer. It's not a benchmark of maximum capacity. It's simply what the network was actually processing at peak times under live institutional load at that time. Similar references appear across analytics and commentary. Production usage hovered in around 5 to 7 transactions per second peak with hundreds of thousands of daily transactions. Why this doesn't cap the network at 7 TPS? Canton is deliberately built as what? The network of networks with horizontal, not vertical scaling like everybody else, okay? There's some key distinctions here. The public global synchronizer is what the 7 TPS measures, okay? The public, remember, Canton's like a private, okay? The public global synchronizer, that's what the 7 transactions per second measures. The public global synchronizer is the shared, decentralized public lane everyone can see. So dumbass is only looking at the public, not the private one or the full potential. It's designed. They're looking at a public, a small portion of what Canton does. Oh, it's 7 per second, 7 per second. Ha, 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 ha. I'm going to get me some big D for my boyfriend tonight. I outsmarted Crypto Hulk. Woohoo! And he runs off and he realizes he's a fucking clown. Wow. This is the shared, decentralized public lane. It's not the private one, dumbass. Canton's a private network. Just in case you didn't know, you fucking cock. Most high value institutional activity, daily repo transactions, trillions in tokenized assets happens on the private synchronization layer, dumbass. Wow. Oh my God, these people are so fucking stupid. Please don't clown Crypto Hulk because it makes you look like a fucking moron, all right? They have a private, or it could be called the consortium synchronization domain that institutions run themselves in small groups, okay? It's not 7. That's so fucking, you don't even understand what you're talking about, you fucking moron. These private domains only touch the public global synchronizer for minimal metadata when they need atomic cross-down composability. The bulk of the heavy lifting stays private and off the public TPS, dumbass. That's why you think it's 7, because you're a fucking retard, because you don't read. You have no capacity to sit and watch a program where intelligent people like Crypto Hulk and Chucky are trying to show dumbasses like you what the fuck is up. Alrighty then, now we got that cleared. The official Canton Protocol documentation states specifically the Canton Protocol has no upper bound on how many transactions per second it can process. Canton Network can be scaled to achieve any transaction processing speed. So what dumbass was saying was totally 100% incorrect. He's looking at the public portion of it, which only is showing 7. He's not looking at 99% of the information because he's a fucking moron, okay? Look up Grok, dude. Next time before you say some dumb shit on my program, please do some research, okay? Recent upgrades. The unlimited scalability, the unlimited scalability equals the protocol design. Add more domains and validators, infrastructure, and the capacity grows linearly with no ceiling. Private partitioning means Nodes only process what they need to see, eliminating the global replication tax that caps traditional chains. This is exactly why Canton can support massive notional volumes, hundreds of billions daily. Oh my God, I'm so fucking rich. While the public TPS, like Dumbass was talking about, the public transaction per second metric stays modest, okay? Most of the work is sharded across private infrastructure, not the public infrastructure, dumbass, that scales independently. The network has already grown from early pilots to 600,000 transactions per day. Let's do a little test here. Let's do a little math. Okay, we like having fun with math. 600,000 transactions a day divided by 24 hours. That comes out to 25,000 per hour divided by 60 equals 400 per minute divided by 60 per second. That's about 7. So there you go. That's just the public shit. That's not the whole. That's only looking at a little tiny bit of what they do. That's the public, okay? Now, let me check the comments, and then we're going to get into XDC. Right here, Ferret 9477. I love injecting live viruses and drugs. Oh, I do too. I love getting the coronavirus shot. Nah, I never got it. And you know what? You know what's so funny? Oh my God. These fucking dumbass YouTube influencers. Oh, wait a second. We got some money. Jeffreyland gave a donation there. I think Jeff Ireland. So earlier he gave $279. Now it's $139. Wait, $279 April 25th. $279 April 29th. Okay. So now he's got Canadian $139. Okay. Go ahead and contact me on right here. Instagram is at the Crypto Hulk 2025. And then Twitter X, let me get that one exactly. Fucking amateurs. It's ridiculous. Everybody wants to be a fucking hero, but nobody wants to do any kind of fucking work to research, man. It's ridiculous. All they want to do is run their fucking mouth, and they don't know shit. All right. There you go, Jeffy. Contact me on those there. RIZE is welfare cheap right now. Yep, certainly is. Okay. Now let's get into the Canton. Let's get into XDC and R3. Okay. It's very similar to Canton. R3 Corda and XDC network both follow the same plan, the same pattern you saw with Canton. Low to moderate observed public or aggregate transactions per second in real world conditions, paired with architectural designs that support far higher throughput under the right deployment. So neither publishes a single state of the network dashboard exactly, like Canton, which tracks the shared global synchronizer, but comparable performance and adoption metrics exist from official benchmarks. Below is a side-by-side similar report. So let's observe what we got here. R3 Corda, let's talk about them. Now remember, they're separate. R3 is a company that has a Corda, and the XDC Foundation, these are two separate companies, okay? Now we're just going to talk about the R3 Corda blockchain. Corda is not a single public blockchain. It powers dozens of isolated or consortium-based private or permission networks. There is no global TPS counter because most activity stays within need-to-know sub-networks. Only the involved parties see or validate the data. That's very, very private. R3 has what's called observed or real-world throughput, aggregate across 20 plus live regulated traditional finance networks. 1 million transactions per day was early 2025. This equates to roughly 11 transactions per second on average across all live Corda platforms. High-scale deployments have demonstrated 6,300 transactions per second sustained across 170 nodes in production like test. So Corda has shown that in their 170 nodes, they can move 6,300 transactions per second. Now, one example of this is Broadridge. We've gone over Broadridge investment company. Broadridge distributed ledger repo built on Corda and Canton tech. Notice it's Corda/Canton. Now remember, Corda, R3 Corda has what? 20 live networks, okay? Canton is one of those on R3 Corda. So is XDC. So in a way, Canton is working with R3 and so is XDC, okay? XDC is not the crypto of R3 Corda. There's 20 different ones, okay? 20 different platforms working with them. Just thought I'd let you know. All right. So Broadridge has a distributed ledger repo built on Corda and the Canton, not R3, not XDC in here. They process, listen to this, holy shit, $350 billion a day average repo volume in recent months, $8 trillion a month. This was back in March, like last month, month before that, March 2026, the R3 Corda, not XDC, the R3 Corda chose to work with the Canton network on this to move $8 trillion per month. I was like, what the hell? Hoo-wee. Now, theoretically speaking, on R3 Corda, one node can do anywhere from 600 to 1,600 transactions per second. Enterprise editions target 1,000 per node with horizontal scaling via notary clusters. There is no hard global ceiling. Capacity grows on R3 Corda as you add nodes and notaries because of the point-to-point privacy model. So R3 Corda is kind of like the Canton. It's very similar. Transactions are visible only to the involved parties. Adding participants or networks increases overall capacity rather than creating bottlenecks. This is why Corda, R3 Corda, we're not talking about XDC here, powers the largest institutional real-world asset ecosystems, about 17 billion tokenized across the platforms while keeping per network TPS moderate. Bottom line for Corda, an observed aggregate of 10 to 12 transactions per second with peaks much higher in specific networks. But real world notional impact is enormous because it runs the biggest live institutional DLT networks in production today. Corda runs the biggest live institutional DLT network in production today. Its scalability is horizontal and privacy driven. Exactly the same philosophy Canton later open sourced and expanded into a public network of networks. So these two are very similar, but Canton is open sourced and Canton expanded into a public network of networks. That's another difference right there. Now, let's get into XDC. Yeah, Crypto Hulk, I just spent a bunch of fucking money on that shit. XDC network is a public hybrid blockchain. XDC is a single public Ethereum virtual machine compatibility layer with enterprise focus on trade finance. This is what this crypto does, trade finance and ISO 20022. So it acts like an XRP in a sense. It's a payments type crypto, trade finance, more specifically. What's the TPS here? About 7 to 9. 24-hour example, hundreds of thousands of transactions, about 700,000 transactions in a 24-hour time frame. It has a block time of about 2 seconds. Most of XDC is enterprise rather than retail DeFi. Now, the classic theoretical speed of XDC is about 2,000 transactions per second. XDC subnet, so it has an additional scaling layer. XDC subnets sovereign parallel chains for high volume enterprise use cases. How scalability works. Delegated proof of stake compatibility, Ethereum virtual machine compatibility gives fast single chain throughput, hybrid design, public transparency, but permission subnets, lets institutions run private parallel environments while settling atomically on mainnet when needed. Strong real-world traction in trade finance, hundreds of millions in tokenized assets. Bottom line for XDC. Observed public TPS hangs around 7 to 9 transactions per second. Very similar to Canton Synchronizer. While the protocol is engineered for 2,000 TPS, real usage is heavy. So what we're looking at here is there's a chart that compares them. Canton, this is observable with 7 transactions per second. XDC would be 7 to 9. And then R3 Corda is 11 to 12 transactions per second. Now, what is the upper limit? Like, how fast can this thing go? Right now, Canton Coin is the winner because there's no upper limit. R3 Corda has 600 to 6,300 per node network. So it's limited by these nodes here. But with Canton, it's showing no upper limit. Now, the XDC has a limit, 2,000 to 2,500, according to this chart that we're seeing right here. Let me show you the chart. Let's do that one. And another one. All right. Let me go to my YouTube. do I get out of that? Now I can't seem to get out of this page. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Let me post. So I just posted what we're talking about now. And there's the next one I'm going to talk about in about 30 seconds. Okay, those should pop up in about 30 seconds or less. So what we're looking at is the quick comparison table. The XDC network has a top off of about 2,000 to 2,500 plus, right around there. R3 Corda is up to 6,300 per node, and the Canton has no upper limit. Now, how much in the past year has ran on Canton network? 350 billion a day. How much at XDC? 1 billion in a lifetime. Are you hearing that? Let me explain. Canton coin just got released. The Canton network just got released, the Canton coin. It's doing 350 billion a day. How much has XDC? XDC's been around for like, what, 5-6 years? It's doing 1 billion for its whole lifetime. So in 3 days, Canton does what XDC's done for a lifetime. You get it? I'm just letting you know the facts, man. I'm not making shit up. If you're getting butthurt right now, that's your fucking problem. I sent you the chart. It's all on Grok. You can look it up yourself. If you don't like it, go fuck off. XDC network, lifetime of transactions, 1 billion. And we look at real world impact for Canton, 350 billion a day. So if you get 350 billion times 3, that's 1 trillion. Oh shit. Canton just dwarfs XDC. I didn't realize that. Okay. XDC has done 1 billion lifetime transactions. What we have here with Canton coin, Canton network's been out, what, 3 months now or something? It's doing $350 billion a day in moving money. Now, R3 Corda is doing 10 to 17 billion, $300 billion a day. Okay, so pretty close to Canton. There you have it. Now, let's go down to, I asked Grok this question, and you can type the same question in. Is there a trend coming? Will Canton Network move more value than the other two? That's what I asked Grok. No tricks, no games. I'm just asking simple questions. If you get butthurt, that's your fucking problem, okay? Yes, there is, Grok says, yes, there is a clear accelerating trend, and Canton Network is already moving and positioned to keep moving vastly more notional value than R3 Corda or XDC combined. Oh, that's why I sold all the XDC, folks. But I don't want you to do it. Don't do it. I'm just telling you what Grok says. Canton is vastly more notional value than R3 Corda or XDC combined. Oh, man, Crypto, you always are ahead of this shit. No other channel tells you this is like the best investment channel in the world. And I'm fucking high, and I'm still better. This isn't speculation. This is not speculation, Grok says. This is not speculation. It's fact. Oh, Crypto Hulk, you're a hater. No, you're just a fucking dumbass, okay, who needs to shut the fuck up. My show is a fact-based program. Grok says this isn't speculation that Canton is going to move more than XDC and R3 combined, okay? That's why I'm loading the fuck up with Canton, all right? These people are, well, I'm not selling don't sell your XDC. I don't fucking care. But my Canton's going to blow right past both of those, R3 and XDC combined. So take that. Right here. Here's the facts. Here is the facts. The data from early to mid 2026. So we're talking January 26 to right now, May 2026, shows Canton operating at institutional scale that the others simply have not reached in real world flows. Ta-da, right there, okay? Canton right now is moving 412 billion of daily repo. How much is R3 moving? No comparable public figures. How much is XDC moving? 100 million. Right now, Canton's already 4xing XDC in daily repo, folks. Just thought I'd let you know. How much is Canton moving in tokenized or represented assets? 6 to 8 trillion. How many for XDC? 400 million to 700 million. Basically, we're talking a 16x. Canton is almost 16xing XDC in moving tokenized or represented assets. Just reading off the numbers there, kids. Don't shoot the messenger. Broadridge DLR runs on Canton Tech, 30-day growth, 12%, plus DTCC pilots are underway. Now on Corda, Broadridge DLR, Corda's flagship, has integrated to Canton. Oh, shit. So Broadridge was using R3 Corda. They're like, we're going to move to Canton instead. XDC runs on Canton. XDC runs on the R3 Corda platform. They got bailed on. XDC and R3 are getting bailed on by Canton. Canton don't need those two. Canton is doing more than both of those two combined. Just thought I'd let you know ahead of time, folks. It's okay if you get butthurt. Canton's edge. What is the edge of Canton? Broadridge's distributed ledger repo is the largest live institutional tokenized repo platform. It explicitly runs on Canton. Let me repeat that again. Broadridge left R3 and XDC. Broadridge left them. Now, who's Broadridge? The largest live institutional tokenized repo platform, and it right now left the other two in the dust, explicitly runs on Canton technology and is processing hundreds of billions daily in United States Treasury repo. That's the facts, folks. Listen to this. R3 Corda is the platform, so that's the one XDC runs on. Many of Corda's biggest success stories are either migrating to or deeply integrating with Canton for better interoperability and privacy seeking. Look, I'm telling you what, everybody's leaving XDC and Corda. It's what it's saying right here, okay? Let's repeat that again so dumb people that are haters understand. Many of Corda, that's R3 Corda, and they use the XDC crypto. Many of Corda's biggest success stories like Broadridge, HQLAX, etc., they're either migrating or they're deeply integrating with Canton for better interoperability. Oh, shit. It says pure Corda networks still run, valuable enterprise workflows, but lack the public high notional visibility or raw volume. Corda lacks the raw volume that Canton now commands. Oh, fuck, dog. I got a 3. I'm 4'2" with a 3-foot dick right now. XDC context. Strong in trade finance pilots and ISO 22 messaging. But with XDC, daily on-chain value remains tiny. Let's repeat that again. XDC is strong in trade finance pilots and ISO messaging, but daily on-chain value with XDC remains tiny. Little tiny man, XDC is a tiny man. On XDC network, their total tokenized real-world assets are a fraction of Canton's activity. A fraction. Tiny man. Oh, God. Architecture. Canton's privacy-first network of networks with atomic cross-domain settlement is purpose-built for high-value, multi-party financial workflows. This is exactly why the DTCC, Goldman Sachs, BNY, JP Morgan, LSEG, and others are building directly on it. Oh, man, Crypto Hulk, I just got kicked in the nuts with this. Yeah, you did, and it's okay. Big player flywheel. DTCC is a custodian of $30 trillion. Now, BlackRock is about 13. DTCC is a custodian of 30 trillion, and it has pilots H1 2026 MVP for tokenized securities on what platform? Canton. Not XDC, not R3. The DTCC right here, Grok is showing us, they have pilots, the H1 2026 MVP with securities on Canton. Broadridge continues scaling on Canton, not R3 Corda or XDC. Now, super validators. We got new super validators. Visa and the NASDAQ are now validators on Canton Coin, along with Circle, Fireblocks, Chainlink. That's just in the first quarter of this year. Everybody's moving over to Canton, folks. I'm just letting you. You can sit around and fuck around with some dumb shit cryptos, but later, as it'll go down in history, Crypto Hulk, you were right this whole fucking time. I should have listened. Okay? But watch that other channel. That other channel's telling you Crypto Hulk don't know. Okay, well, we'll see. I only call shots ahead of time. I told you about the Ripple automated market maker before it came out. I told you that Ondo was a Ripple partner, but 3 months before Ripple admitted it. And I showed you all these other things that is just, look, it becomes clear. I've been telling you about the Ripple wallet. That shit already came out. I've been telling you about Ripple wallet for like 3 years. Ripple just released their wallet. Look, it goes on and on with my channel. If you watch my channel, that's why these people get these memberships for $500 because nobody has information like Crypto Hulk channel ahead of time, okay? I know you get bored. It's because we come up with shit so far ahead. We're waiting for everybody else to catch up. That's how it works. These people that call me each day, I must talk on the phone at least 10 people a day. Let us look here. Here's the bottom line. This is what Grok says. Bottom line, not my words. This is Grok. If you feel like a tiny man, that's your fucking problem. Bottom line, Canton isn't just catching up. It has already lapped, like passed up, the other two in real institutional value moved. Oh, man, Crypto Hulk, how do you know this shit, right? That's why I sold all my XDC. I hadn't even read this yet. I already knew that for me, I'm just talking about me, not you. But for me, XDC is done. This is the new fucking king. And then I didn't see this a week ago when I dumped my all my XDC. I just saw this right now. So I was ahead. I didn't even have to read this. I already knew by looking at shit in the real world that this XDC is going south. And this Canton is the new fucking XDC and R3 put together. All that in a bag of chips. Canton isn't just catching up. It has already passed the other two in real institutional value moved. And every major 2020-26 development, like the DTC rollout, more migration, stablecoin integration, points further to separation. Corda remains relevant in private consortiums, and XDC has solid trade finance niches, but neither one of those two currently matches Canton's scale or trajectory, meaning their path in notional dollars flowing through the system each day. Well, folks, I think it's pretty clear. The facts speak for themselves. All I simply did was read off what Grok's saying. I gave you the questions that I gave Grok. I wasn't trying to trick or do anything to Grok. And if I did that, I guess I'd outsmart Grok, wouldn't I? So there you go. All I did is ask simple questions, and that's all we did. We clearly saw R3 Corda get destroyed in this broadcast along with XDC. So there you go. GSB says, haha, Hulk, watch Hulk for a while. You will know it all. Thanks, Hulk. Look, I'm trying to show you with facts, okay? I'm not trying to sell a used car. I just pull up facts. That's what I do, okay? There's no arguing anything I say in this program. It's just facts. But other people get butthurt, will make ad hominem claims. You know what an ad hominem claim is? They call a name. When you're trying to have a logical argument, a logical argument, when you start busting out with names or personal attacks or whatever, it's called an ad hominem. That means you've lost. An ad hominem is a fallacy. It's you use an ad hominem when you have nothing. You're just starting to throw pots and pans at somebody because you can't even think of a way to argue with them that's intelligent. So what I do on this channel is all fact-based program. So the other channels will use they'll make whatever kind of ad hominem claims, but my information's fact-based. There's no discussion. There is no discussion of what's on this channel. It's the correct information. So if someone says, Crypto Hulk shilling coins, well, then I'm shilling facts. That's what I'm doing. I'm shilling facts. And other people just have no work ethic and they cannot outwork me. So they resort to name calling or ad hominems. That's what happens to Crypto Hulk's channel. And that's fine because I don't really care. Let's see here. I think I don't see any. Does anybody have any pressing questions right now? I broke it down just about as simple as you can get it. So maybe you might want to watch the show again. If you have some questions, watch it again. And there's a lot of information here, but you can clearly see from the facts. Just let the Crypto Hulk, should I sell my whatever? Look, I can't tell you to do whatever. All I do is I show you the best facts on the internet, and you got to make a decision on what you do. All right. I locate facts and I report them to you. I'm trying to get you as rich as I can with the best information on the internet on which cryptos to buy or not buy. So I'll see you in the next one.